Hello and welcome to this Excel tips video. I'm Sumit Bansal, and in this video I'm going to show you some amazing examples of using Excel autocorrect feature. Now let me first tell you what an Excel autocorrect feature is and why do we even have it in Excel. So here if I come to this cell and let's say I type a word, a drink, but I misspell it. So I type it the wrong way and I hit enter. Excel is going to automatically correct that spelling for me. Similarly, if I come here and I type a lot without a space and I hit enter, Excel automatically corrects it for me and puts a space in between. Now this is happening because there is something in Excel that tells it that these are misspelled words and it should be corrected. Similarly, if I come here and I type, let's say C in brackets and I hit enter, it automatically gets converted into a copyright symbol. So there is something in Excel that is telling it to do it, and that is the Excel autocorrect feature. And you can see all these options. If you go to the file tab, you click the options here, and in the Excel options dialog box in proofing, you have this option autocorrect options. And when you click on it, you get this autocorrect dialog box where it lists everything, all these words, where as soon as you type anything here on the left column, it is going to autocorrect it to the one on the right. And it has all these options here. So for example, if you type two initials, you type anything where the first two alphabets are in capital, it is automatically going to correct it and keep the second one as small. Similarly, it would capitalize the first letter of sentences and so on. Now, this is something that is already built in Excel, but you can also have your own words if you want. So in this case, let's say I have a company name. I have a company name such as ABC Private Limited, and I have to often type that name in Excel. Now, instead of typing it the entire name, what I can do is create an abbreviation and use that abbreviation instead of the full name. And as soon as I type that abbreviation, it would be replaced with the full name. So for example, let's say I use ABC here. So I say replace ABC with ABC Private Limited, and I click on add here. As soon as I do this, this is now added to the Excel autocorrect option. So now this would be considered as a misspelled word, the ABC string here, and it would automatically be corrected to ABC Private Limited. See what happens? I click OK. I come here, and now when I type ABC and I hit the enter key, it automatically corrects it to ABC Private Limited. So this can save you a lot of time if there are these words or phrases or text strings that you have to often type. Instead of typing it completely, you can simply use an abbreviation. Now, another way you can use Excel autocorrect is when you have to insert symbols. So let's say you have to insert the delta symbol or the degree symbol. Now, there are a couple of ways of doing it, but none of those ways is really fast. So for example, let's say I want to insert the degree symbol. I go to the insert tab here. I click on symbols. And here in the symbols dialog box, I would first have to spot that. So in this case, I have already done that, but you might have to scroll through this, find a symbol that you want to insert, select that symbol, click on insert, and now it would be inserted. Now this is fast enough, but you can make it even faster using Excel autocorrect. So what I'm going to do is I would copy this symbol here, and because I need to use this often, I would give it an abbreviation or a shortcode. So I would again go to file, go to options. Here in proofing, I would go to Excel autocorrect options, and here I would say replace, let's say DELSYM, or you can use any abbreviation you want with this symbol. So I copied it and I'm pasting it here, and I would add it here in my Excel autocorrect options. And now when I click OK and I come here, I can type DELSYM, and as soon as I hit enter, it is going to convert it into the delta symbol. So if let's say I'm typing something, I'm typing a number here and I want the delta symbol, I can simply type DELSYM and it is going to give me the delta symbol. Now, one thing you need to know when using Excel autocorrect is that it is not only applied to Excel, it is applied to all the Microsoft applications. So it would be applied to Excel, PowerPoint, Word. So if you make any change here, it is also going to be changed in these applications. So if now I go and I type DELSYM in Word, even in Word, I would get the delta symbol. So make sure that you remember and you do not use these words in other applications because it would be converted. Second, is when you're using these abbreviations, try and make these unique, something that you do not use often. So if you do not use the term ABC often, then you can use it so that you know that whenever you're using it, it would be converted to ABC Private Limited. But if you use this term often, then there might be errors where you by mistake use it and it is automatically converted into the string, the completed ABC Private Limited string, which you may not want. So try and keep it unique. Now, the third area where you can use it is in formula. And now this is something which is less common, but I've been using it in one of the projects I've been working on, where I have these three cells and I want to combine these three cells. So I used this formula here. And the reason I used such a huge formula is because I don't want to specify cell references. What this formula does is wherever I'm using this formula, it simply goes three cells to the left, takes this cell, combines it with the one which is two cells to the left, and then combines it with the one which is just left to the cell where I've used the formula. So now I can use this formula and give it a shortcode in such a way that now instead of using this formula, I would be able to use the shortcode. So let's say I have 1, 2, and 3 here and I want to combine it. Then instead of typing this entire formula, I can use a shortcode. So I'm going to go back to Excel Autocorrect. So I click on File, go to Options. Here I would go to Proofing, Autocorrect Options, and here in Replace I would paste the entire formula, and here in With I would, let's say, use any shortcode for this. So let's say I use it COM3 or combine 3 because I want to combine 3 cells. And now when I add it and I click OK, now if I have to combine these 3 cells, instead of using this entire formula, I would simply come here and type COM3 and hit the enter key. And as soon as I do this, it is going to first replace that word, that string com3 with the formula and then give me the result of the formula, which is 1, 2, 3. And now it becomes really easy for me. If I have, let's say, A, B, and C here, I come here, I type com3 and it instantly combines these 3 cells and give me the result. So this is again another thing that is saving me a lot of time in one of the projects I'm working on, and a very, very smart way of using Excel Autocorrect. So these are the 3 examples that you can use in Excel to save time because of the Excel autocorrect feature. That's it in this video. I hope you found this useful. Also, if you're liking these videos, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and please click on the bell icon so that you're notified whenever I come up with a new Excel tips video. Thank you and have a nice day.